We got Light in the Sky, who's making the pace. In box seat there is Arrow, who moves up as they turn for home and takes charge, goes a couple of lengths clear. Quickly onto the scene there is Vanguard, jockey Chetan Gowda, quick alert to the task. As they enter the last 300, the race boils down to these two. Arrows tries to kick away, but Vanguard, under a couple of reminders, comes up down the center into the 200-meter mark. They are almost in a ding-dong battle, but you can sense Vanguard is always traveling better of the two, and Vanguard into the last 100 takes charge, skates clear and wins it very comfortably indeed. Vanguard, your winner from Arrow. Legend Returns finished on third. I'll hand it over the judges' box for the final placings for the opening race of the afternoon, the Cavalry Cup.
Comes past the 600. We see the favorite Nishk making the running all the way from the start. Script came up on the outside, looked threatening at one time. Aftershock was already off the bit and under the whip. Creation of God was looking for a run down the inside. Just following Creation of God all the time was ADORNICA well behind him. As the field comes into the straight, it's Nishk who shot his bolt right there. Script took over the running for a brief while. Creation of God came with a big run down the middle, and ADORNICA on the wide outside. It was just a battle between the two till ADORNICA was traveling the better to the and just about collared Creation of God at the post. Both the jockeys went all out. There were nothing between the two of them. It was just that ADORNICA traveled better on the day and was superior and came out on top. Well, a nice win for ADORNICA, trained by Mr. H.S. Bath, ridden by Nikhil Naidu, owned by Mr. and Mrs. Hussain S. Nancy and Mr. Saif H. Nancy. Half 2 lengths behind on the inside railing is Coach Jester, well poised. On the outside of Coach Jester is Trum Girl. Behind Trum Girl we have Sitara. On the wide outside of Sitara we have Ghost. As the field negotiates the final home run, it's Exotic Queen, half length on the inside. On the outside we have FENICIA Mist. 2 lengths behind we have Coach Jester. On the outside of Coach Jester is Trum Girl. It's FENICIA Mist who comes and takes over the running from Trum Girl on the outside. It's FENICIA Mist half length in front of Trum Girl on the inside. FENICIA Mist going off a straight course. It's still 2 lengths, a length and a half in front of Trum Girl. It's FENICIA Mist from Sitara flying on the outside. It's FENICIA Mist from Sitara. FENICIA Mist just about holds on from Sitara in second. Trum Girl in third. Exotic Queen fourth. Coach Jester fifth. Sixth we have Ghost, and last of all is Pontius Pilate.
Who went to the front and kept finding more as they entered the home straight. Memorable memories raced a little keenly. Perhaps she got worked up into their loading operations. UV was in box seat at this juncture, and you can spot Dandi Satyagraha, who's weaving a passage, avoiding the traffic as they enter the home straight. Louboutin now tries to kick away, being followed into the race there by UV. Dandi Satyagraha being produced down the center of the track, given a couple of reminders, now accelerates and takes charge into the last 200. And they are all queuing up behind Dandi Satyagraha, but didn't really challenge Dandi Satyagraha for the eventual lead. Dandi Satyagraha wins. It's very close. I think Louboutin held on for second. I will hand it over to the judges' box to announce the official placings for the fourth race of the afternoon, the Army Services Corps ASC Cup.
Here it is now. He's just about to grab the lead there from Galen. Legendary Striker being pushed along on the outside. Then you've got Agnostic who's there. Jake has been trapped a little wide, but he's already under pressure, and the rest of them are out of it except for Eastwood, who comes on with a flourish to run second, and Protector, who's come from last. But here they are in the straight now. Sea Lion turns on the heat, turns up the acceleration, presses the accelerator, and just look at the effect. He's just drawn away from them. Sandesh takes no chances. He taps him down the shoulder, and there's no stopping him. So the son of Phoenix Star, out of Tropical Blue, Sea Lion wins the Guineas here for Neil Darashah and A. Sandesh.
There you have the replay on your screen. Indian Tiger is making the pace. The one who's tracking the early pace there is Santana. At this juncture, we have Who Dares Wins, who's in front, behind a wall of horses, but gets an opening as they turn for home. And Trebian is the one who makes the first move. Santana also getting into a gallop on the outside. Ember Glow is looking for the run in between runners. Then we got Who Dares Wins, now being asked, given a couple of reminders, and takes charge. Santana ran really well for P.S. Chauhan, and to the last 200, Who Dares Wins was the Orgeron and kept Santana at bay. Emberglow also warmed up on the outside, but Who Dares wins, does enough, wins the Lieutenant General Jamil Mahmood Memorial Cup. I'll hand it over to the judges' box for the final placings.